everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Flacco's Ravens. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. In motion right is Smith. They go play action here on first down. Then Steve Smith hauls it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Third and long for Joe Flacco. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's second down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number 1 task, rush the passer, but he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Second down, it's Dixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's going to air one out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And tough starting field position here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Every time I think about Devontae Freeman and I see him play, I always just focus on how hard he plays. Doesn't matter whether he's carrying the ball, doesn't matter whether he's blocking, catching it, it does not matter. Devontae Freeman plays with aggression and plays with enthusiasm.
And to go over 1,000 yards while having he rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones.
I still remember the first time I saw Julio Jones play in college, and then I got it confirmed at the NFL Combine. He is like an unbelievable thoroughbred coming out of the gates. I mean, his ability to accelerate and take it the distance and play with such physicality downfield, one of the best receivers in the league. 2nd in yardage this year, despite missing 2 games with a toe injury.
That's right. 2nd to T.Y. Hilton, finished with 1,409, did Julio Jones. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
When it comes to Elvis Dumervil, just throw your tape measure right out. He fits none of the qualities that you're looking for in terms of height, weight, speed. But he gets to the quarterback and puts him on his back.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Ryan, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Smith catches left side. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run for it with West. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll come out in the pistol. First carry now for Teron Ward. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
On third down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it's fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense.
He trusted his defense. Flacco here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. Now fourth down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On second down, Flacco to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Setting up the screen for West. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, before the broadcast, we were doing our tour around the playoffs and looking at different games. And Seattle and Detroit, we stopped on that one for a second. That should be an interesting matchup to watch.
It should be, and history all against Detroit. They've had one playoff win since 1957, and that was against Dallas the year they went to the NFC Championship game in 1991. Seattle, on the other hand, we know they are tried and true and tested. A couple of Super Bowl appearances, especially playing at home. The X factor there, Cliff Averill, Michael Bennett, pass rush, because I don't think Detroit can run the ball against Seattle.
And Detroit looking to play better. They've lost 3 straight. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another pistol look here. Flacco looks to throw. Smith catches left side. And an alley to run. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith, 69 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's up and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick in the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Second and 10 now. Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Connects with Sanu right side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
off. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flacco here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he comes back with 1 complete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Campanero. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now here come the Ravens. Here's West. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, Flacco to throw. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Passing play, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Flacco caught Dennis Pitta. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is West. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways?
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's all up to the other Matty Ike. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they have regained the lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.